I mean, pay Piotr.
Salis Ice.
Yeah, Salis Ice.
Ah, Krache, unsu ni yakama.
Oh, I cannot tell you.
Salis Ice. Ensu Penny. Salis Ice. Taste of purity. Bema, betoni na enko. Ghana mine. Some places you have sweat the drop for man. Never one thing, and no one Salis Ice. Salis Ice, taste of purity.
Salis Ice is located at Kaswa Millennium City, Sector 5, Plot 31, Block G, and the telephone numbers are 0599 385 014 or 0303 944 423 or 0500 355 358.
Sarakatema Mamami Eka organization is impossible unless those who know the laws of harmony lays the foundation. It's only the chewing stick that know the secret of the mouth. Someone who has sold an old lady before knows the price of an old man. Yaka Hotel Papa Ghana Tourism Authority Ajatum say a number one. Me patro yaka class pa and one Chafford Royal Guest House any guest house apart from Chafford Royal Guest House a count of illegal a treasonable offense a first degree felony. Eduane papa fee ebi apeso jojo ho bebi a ye kase bambo ho asem security adwuma padia eno ane Chafford Royal Guest House e wo pukwase eni de ni ahodrase mu afom number na from sisia e wo 0594 98 53 52 0594 98 53 52 ye ka guest house papa no amo Chafford Royal Guest House e ti send wako Jehovah Witness and mu chechere and wako Pentecost madasiri. I love you. Bomb, let the people have fun.
Eshi rado. Edo ba di Nyankopon ase. Say ode ende so ache ne mba. I hope so be ehun ye. Hope so be aso temenka. But do some temenka de. Bibia dana kwemu. Yo. Okay. Ya bede nyame ase say de medi nka aka no. Ewo nadomo wanwaso a ode ache ye ende na wama yeni nada so etiase and eye never Saturday me boy and Saturday yes and Saturday ya de nyame ase say wama na otwe na kwa pro ase abetu ye na ende ye dwedwe ye ho ewufie and ba me ba no as I have decided to dedicate this page to always let people know the truth and let people know nothing and nothing but the truth. And as I keep saying, say Obama platform so na meka sembi na wo de wo se de America na yen no kra na sebe wo so de abetumi de aboa yen na yeni na yetumi asu ade no na o de eno ayeden ato ho oba ha so na so be wadwen se wo de atem didie ene sebe de ensem fata na obeye wa ha e de cause distraction so a yeso ye be pe kwan ya ye be den yeso ye do be fa so sebe o ma me atufo a mesume ma me ayeden atumefo obi ani wa osuru obi e wa ha aha na mbom fe na efe se ye ni na ya ba aja se fe na efe se ye ni na ya ba together na impo no ye ni na ye like ya dwene enko ben krum na nso yetumi finding ways etumi yeden etumi ma each and every one point to get you across me patcho ebio obaso a na wa share page na mame na metumi ehu hwan ne hwan ya aba ha uja comment u share page no we follow no wa like it na ehu say ye koye nimu anu no mesre mu pi won share page na bomodian na share mame unja comment ya ja comment na me hu de wa ha na me ntumi enda mo ase na me ntan so mamo akwaba again within the Felix appear higher political zone just like the title says no of NDC na mema mo preambles and I say mema mo ne fare by ni na oni bi o wa se Fii Qwertey kro ne wan ni Fii Qwertey ya na de kwasi de ne betina yi me ba na ma be kire Fii Qwertey na se na ye wi a ya bo video nyame ya adoma me ko chance on e wo kwasi Prat TV station or a Pan African TV station making false allegations, making false claims, and it is a pity say this man was allowed to run, even though said they are all kind of sebi na no kre biara eni eyemeya ehame. And I'm saying no. Let me also go and delve deep. And I say I'm assuming quite dive deep. Now men check it. They are the claims now all kind of how truthful it is. Now, meaning so say Charlie good news. Charlie no fear no bokoye. Meaning so say no kre ni di juma ewa hende. Say the aye kano no kre and fact figures any person di juma ende dia. And the na dia mebeka ni na no money me ebe day, money me ebe ya adwene ho. Me who say earlier on na Chairman Drew didn't know say ye bra cable to live into your bar live and sanke ba live ko na nya hyehyɛ at wasanka 11:45 ye baba live but em say the time no na neama o cover no door so ntino wantumi antwa so ntem ene ma yes your time no tweko akiri kakra ndi se mu se na ya flash sign kwa na yes ye betete ho na ye call na mbom na nke ye ba live na ye hu say your brother cable to ho ntino ye ni na etweko ye chi said ye be ya no so ni dwuma o ye me betumi akọ eden akọ support so amana akọ enim yo ya beda oba ade ase me de me hoye I hope so hoye mechia His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of Ghana and also the Commander-in-Chief of Ghana Armed Forces baby a wo biara yesu asumdwe nka ho ni shira ne na ho den enya wo sebi wo so wo chefa mechia me mama Becky Rebecca oba papa sebi utufu pa utunukunu fo pa hu ni se Ghana hiafo ho into the policy ba fa policy ebe me hiafo ho atomo ene de ba mama Becky baby a wo biara onyankopon shira enka the whiskey of Ghana politics yes me boni dia na menim ni na smile because me menti bi da me who vice president you know who e din say kurada intino your excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia baby a wo biara me chia wo ne o wife Hajia Samira Bawumia. God or Allah should bless you people and fulfill all the wishes that you people have on your hearts and also make you strong and bold that you'll be able to stand firm and to deliver for the country Ghana and also the people that you represent. Intino Michiamo, Mechia Chief of Staff, Mami Fremo Pare, Michiao Pa, Michiao Nchiemo Otene, na Mechia Jubilee House for Ninara, Messiah Swechia, me MPP or Suluku Kwamanuku, Amanuku and Yansafu Ebumu say tam. Amanyoko ananse yanke yede mulemulefo bi be fra ye ma na akwa say your fortunes nanso nyame do ye nti okoso ama ye niama ye de beninara etumi tintim NDC de ade ba entumi ngina MPP de ba ejina ma NDC for ba be benefit ye kase ye ma examples me examples bebre ye kase ye nkasa ho a me kasa ho bebre enti wo yo sono kukuruko abusuani a say wo ma wani je you have to be proud of this government you have to be me na ya na understand that certain people feel say I'm a part of the equation, no, enya bi ana ye didi ejomo, so they have to come outside and also this, register their displeasures and everything. But many MPP ni a me say nye party sika ye bechiche uti say nye sika be food soldier ho say nye sika sebi yanke de be me na contract bi a ebe ba yenye wa yeso party fo be didi na yetumi aye yi a e ba na dwuma pan say de Ghana kwa enimu dia. You should be proud say eye wa ban NPP aban and the champion side we ni na nde me presentation ye no na Ghana ni bia wo pe no kratie Ghana ni bia wo pe papa no na etie no wa hu ba bia me say dey me de enkomo no eko ene ba bia free ba ne afei so informo na wa hu say sa aman mienu we emu de he na abeden obetuma ye to da ya na ebube wabomu na kire wado abomu na kire wado Ghana de sika a wo che na kire wado sebe se wanye hospital when ya kwan kra na de sika no o ma no kodu party office nkwa de a obo adwuma o ye adwuma se wo tete man krofo a yenya adwuma so omugu payroll so ewia Ghana egbu Ghana komo de a we a good leader we a leader abebe yi ghost names every ayimu ayempe there be atiase ne de ya brofo aduane se wo kopem government obebe betwitwa corruption and de yempe the digitization de Ghana card ni yedi yentiase yen ye de ne say oh honorable Ama Kofi Boa oba constituency ha no or the 300,000 e buy o se ye ni na yenche ye why are there afi ye meche 300,000 no 50 enkola ni na 55 Ghana youth no obi abenya 20 Ghana ma me no meji 50 Ghana and that's one of most wiase ayeden wodi ko dwa so pa eko oba no aduane ni diwe anadwo na oyem aka wi o unya hospital anka abeko besika na yesanke de hospital no wo si yemfa mbre u na di na kire sa aban na ya de sika na ye de be hye system no wo si yemfa mbre u na di because what the brew na wudi a e na be kire sa aban na ya de so the brew na so wanya hospital wanya akwan wanya hwekura e okay so far as say me kwesi apia me ne mabusuafo anya ye de adi ne de ye okay. That is Ghana for you now, and it's a pity yo and then me ba no sena mo kano no kre na munim dada munu aba hwen de ade se sorry munu aba ma hwen de ade se mo pe insuo bi de ba be gugu mu ma me se so gas oil na mo de be gumu a mo fe ngu hwene no na emu ntra ga mse ni na aka na ya na me kan kwase asem no hwene na kan mo fa nchebe that was just by the by Michia Krobi so him ma wo na me hu first Nana Kwame Abuaji o say I'm back from Ghana Nana Kwame and stick here Nana Shomo fu so apia Michia baby girl Dana Rivers Michia Daniel Reigns Michia good news well go Michia so Cynthia Aqua class prophet Michia madam what to say me no din komache my full voice my mental can Lydia Ajimai or say Michia I'll say hello brother Felix hello to you too Danso Frank Michia Danso share page no mama Mr. I won't share out share mama share no na wasi ya no mi aya na ko be abeto bi aye e be abeto bi abebeto bi aye pro him obi ama nko Lydia Ajimai say me patron some about din Michia won so Kofi Owusu apia or say you looking good in outfit bro thank you so much my brother Edward Kwedo Wu Kweku bro good evening things will hit back at the right time God is on the side of NPP amen Martin Amidu Jr. One of your man where you are uncle I hope say now the over here Michia Martin Justice Apia I say hi my namesake I'm also Akwesi Apia watching you live from Atlanta Georgia Meda Asipa Akwesi Apia namesake I have to come to Atlanta Georgia to visit you where you Richmond they do stay yes very funny me say and mun stay out na Fii Qwertey e be pa no ntoma last week you be pa Captain Smart ntoma next year be pa Fii Qwertey ntoma na ma twe agenda and plans NDC for day ba say yeah communicators ne say etumi nyom say ya I'm telling you and plan now 1 to 2023 yenko ye flag bearer anya say yeah campaign no na sa media misinformation na dey ekoni ni na etwa because people will be equipped with the truth Dana Rivers TV me patcho ya mo subscribe to ono so ne dey David Owusu me hu ke boat me so abedwan me so far one more major message Dana say metumi hu no Ome yi awan hwa na amba. Morris Amas patcho me ho ye. Yes, uja comment there me hu say we na wa ha na ma share page no ama page no ko me da mu ni na ase. The Edikan, Yabema, congratulations, a big congratulations to all our deputy executives, Yomuni Nara, and your directorates, and especially your communication department. Now, and I'm actually happy. Now, minim say be and now, minim why I Ghana for your genesa, but Crawford be friend. Bra fellas, listen to who, bra fellas, listen to who na me say, list ben. Chairman Drew, almost your mako yi MPP for no a deputy ni executive no communication. No muko yi no mo hu abro yedin. Omo hu miracle abwagidin. Into edie ye wo na Richard no kro no wan. Na me sere ye na me say, when you don't research, you won't know what you have. But let me address the issue of Abronye. Your chairman Abronye, for some of you who don't know, no, he's a chairman of a whole region. That's something people don't even see. Abronye no, to me, yes, but he's a chairman of a whole region. That is a big tax, being a chairman of a whole region, and that from to deliver seats for your party, and no nyeduma, and that from and no ye one. Again, Abronye Yobia, or yes, say Jumane that crown or that's so communicate. The patron so what you say, and on the communication, so a can't abroad your communication, a can't, as a matter of fact, sometimes may I mean, how do you call it? May rapport, may demean and idea, and some of the traits and stuff I pick from him, right? And then add my own twist to it and then make it what it is. So Abronya is already doing good on that department. And you know, more am I disappointed? Say when who Abronya did so your communication leader is why no. Because Abronya will still communicate for the party when the time comes or when the need be. He's still doing it, he's still fighting. You must know, say, he has a bigger task than just sitting on radio and TV to talk. And we need him in the party. That is something that people don't even notice. Abronya na hunu kwabo sano. Ye hiya papa especially was our place or no as a strategic plan or as a strategic means to also galvanize the votes over there. Intimo amanti abro yedi ama fremna bra fellas and I am fra bron you MPP be go yengu. Now, about the miracle abuajia. For some of you that don't know, miracle our post to abemu dadao. And san the yebeman and ansenya interministerial coordinator no. Now why MC da why ye abena MC ni da was and one no local government niamano onimu. You understand? Miracle has a lot of duties. Say he is handling 2 positions in the government or handle 2 strong positions in the government. It is also like I say, yes, I'm for communication and got one because to me communicating nice here. Now one journey and yet then sebe and actually because just as or and you were MPs are almost be communicating, but they are MPs. But just what I say. So we don't really necessarily have to make him the communication director before Sebe will be able to. Now, I didn't see the name of Yapreko. I'm still yet to find out why Yapreko was not selected. I still don't know why Yapreko was not selected because out of the former communication officers, no only Jennifer na ebo adwuma and a trim debe say Jennifer or betina page so ni viewers are na with social media who he no crachi message na we deliver no and a man no communication e koye bibia nko sorry adebia no me de kwakubu anyama no so what you say but or you one of the people in the previous communication team or yeah adwuma nkasa Yapreko na mukwan ho na otwa roads ayaye e kwan no first na say netie and the baby ayaye adunie ni ade so I was actually surprised say I didn't see Yapreko's name. However, I have a good news for you and you people should believe me when I say this. The new communication director na Abano, Richard Ahiaglano on that form say ope Felix appear semwa obepe Richard asem open miracle assemwa obepe Richard asem because or you fact oriented person. Don't let nobody lie to you. So no close for him or you wine or you or you tough one kasa. Eh? Or you tough. Don't let nobody deceive you, say Richard Anyag, or you're very, very, very good communicator. Or you're very, very, very good communicator. And then he works with a lot of facts. One thing I'm who need because him say he's a well learned person. Not only that, or te party jumase. So what you say? Even though say the range now free muno and said to Abama MPP no, still no the mobilization of the region and the way you putting him through no shows say he's ready. Now empire may bonne say resources ebeko. What you say? Empire may bonne say and quiet to say after say I feel be a tremukwa na sika number this oko who John Boy do boy be answer ya to communication for sika ko mama de afaka there be. So far as the NN now communicators ni benya de so munya no de aye adwuma ne de I strongly believe say we have a very strong communication team. You know, let us be happy. At least they didn't go to bring us Yabuabia Samoa. And let me tell you, Richard is very vibrant. Oba not one was sharing space now. Also, person kasa say ban say so oboja. I'm telling you this. I know communication a little bit. That is why I'm giving you this insight. And I believe, say party phone in Naka boom. Now yet the O'Donnell Piebot Taisa executives here. Breaking the 8 will be something simple, crowd. Because say ban the policies there, you break 8 in every year. A ban the Numa, you break every year. Say the ama yen to mean breaking way, near me. Say you beton yen, you may ye. And I said the bear ye benya party in Kaboom. A funny alphabet ye once here. Kofinia Mabeti and Wasie, Haruna, any Abiba Betty and Wasie. Once we are able to put that in the party now, that's it. We breaking the 8, it's already doable and it's already done. Say Wawa MPP for conference, ye be leaders, ye to me executive test confirming na congratulations. You guys should know. Say now the tax is 10 times harder than it was in 2016, 2020. Into the test conform, the party rests on our shoulders, and we should be able to carry on the mantle that our leaders will leave us. Me patron me best start say Mesra say share page na page net to me ako. Once again, me didn't the Felix appear a higher political zone. Yo Ghana for me nim says our story we are now papa we Martin dia. Your friend Fii Qwertey. Ebra na NDC for that time no na omonye communication department. Ain't no money communication officers. Internet here, ne man here, sir. Chairman, if you me wa na see free.
Oh, that be you need a good though. Overhead there is good.
Feel good. Oh, feel good. Okay, that's good. Yo, Fii Qwertey you be a time one NDC for ye nim dia your friend of communication department. Satan no more friend of propaganda secretary. NDC for one more and domo do amoko radio station Eric J Sami Jemfi one tete chai one no amoko no. Edi ano mo domo so propaganda secretary. Propaganda anything. Propaganda any say Kwesi is a man. But Kwesi aboniti. Enti yanko dada nkrofo ani yankasa Kwesi is a woman. O kan the first day ebi ntiase. But se o kan ebeton nkrofo tiri mana abaye no kore no. Propaganda maker say me akwa say nyum ana say nyum fon. Me kai first day na me call Madam Fubi wedding. Me nua George me call the wedding. Na ye bon nyum metete hwa. And I'm say remix yo ko na me say hwa no. Me ko hwa boy bi ne hu tietia ne hu ketenkete bi na e wan corner e wan corner bi na me say ankwasi anyum be ni. O ene e bi di na temu ankasa me mfansie o. Me kike me say nti Ghana pa na aye say yanu funwe. Share me call alata for me ne Dr. Rad no ye call alata ni bi boys ne baako na one ne ge be wo omo ye shower kuruma sa de friend baby shower na ye koduru wa Nigeria for party ase no e na one corner twi na me say debi o na nyum no kura nya bad o enyum na nya bad si ebunkuto abena ibunkuto nti agura ade na nya o the first you but ye bo wutie no na ye den na ye ka akwa sebe we ko shia girl a ompe no what you say ompe no asobe hu ana ge ya start hye enkrofo ayi bi omo wig bi bo wan no twa makeup kakra Adia betchino why in nails. I feel the chairman, Unya Berry. And so idea now was so wumpe. Why? Because you're presenting it to you in so many forms and so many ways. Say a beba bed, a beba bayo, then that is what propaganda is. And until some person who NDC if was here. And in the end, when we chat through the beer, na bibia what can be a 1 year fact and from back here. One more ambassador, one more becano credit, one more party communication away line, and yanu credit any bassy at the year. And not from propaganda secretaries. You can go back and check time in memory. Everybody will tell you. Until recently, Sami Jemfia Pencil and Umube communication and then director. Communication director. Started Sami Jemfia Pencil. That then from a propaganda secretaries. Into so be no catch also a propaganda secretary. You should know what they are about to do. Now, some papaya may be born in Fii Qwertey. Esther and I welcome. Fii Qwertey you be a say yes, ha ye ninka sem. Na engine dia number 1. Say yes, young kasa sweet tone. Nenda the nipa number 1. Sa Fii Qwertey way. Or ye the same person. Ebra President Kufon was a Debbie. Ye oil fields here, and maybe can answer me. I don't have evidence, eventually. Young talk to a muna because your obs or no can one with Gina Parliament can say, ya jungle. Who says, I say, oh, can. Ya na Ghana for again say, oh, wait, your boy, okay, jungle bay. That is what they said. Fii Qwertey, communication director at that time for NDC, those times, no, those times, someone I know who communicated propaganda secretary say, ya jungle. Including my own auntie, Benyuado, Samo Kayama Benyuado. That is Fii Qwertey for you. Fii Qwertey was also the same person that said, free education is not possible. Free education can only be possible 20 to 30 years coming. But as we stand here, free education is not possible. So any government that tells you or promises you free education, they are liars. So isn't it ironic that 2020, all of a sudden, the party that said any party that promises free education is a haram, a kronfo, a tro, or a dadeni will turn around 2020 to tell the whole world to say, I'm not free education by. Some okay, and I know some we have short memory for. The same Fii Qwertey as I'm building this up because I want to give you the bomb at the end. The same Fii Qwertey who said education, say yama yanko for free education, no, and ya papa nempo no, yen to me nye, and you can find the tapes until 20 to 30 years to come. No. The same Fii Qwertey's party, NDC party, in 2020 turns around and tells you that what? They are the people that brought free education. And guess what? They were serious about it. They were very serious about it. They actually sent communicators to platforms to go and propagate that falsehood. Until Honorable Napo has to get angry and come and give us the handing over notes. Sabokaya. Wobu chatra ma Napo bu fuya na Napo ko pegaba and say, Obi, book ni yeshem. Almost start free education or emphasize. That is Fii Qwertey. Fii Qwertey, the diabolic guy. After 2016, or better than NDC for mom coding kuku yeno or koteye. When was the last time I would see Fii Qwertey? Fii Qwertey. Until recently, or see your person be the general secretary of NDC. Say Munimuswa, that is his intention. It's all of a sudden obey Juma. Party no co-opposition and yantinka. Akunumu ya in 2020 no yanti Fii Qwertey. And then the Fii Qwertey be position. I was the incompetent party no. And was starting and the Namkwesi practice radio station, TV station, that Ghana for. But me kwesi apia. Me tiasi me won kwen. Me masa ade na yede enye hoda. Lie. I will not. Me masa ade na ye because anytime they lie now, I will bring the truth to expose them. Now, Chairman Drew, the kind of the video, no, so that I will know which angle to grab him from, which of the articles to put on. Let people hear what this guy said about the oil fields in Ghana. or talking about the condition of Ghana when they left office. My mama will say, yeah, Papa, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Yeah, for 2012 president then can ho, and it will be the year obedi adie kakrebi. Yeah, the 2013 accounting. Obedi adie January 7th, 2013. Okay, good. Tama obedi adie January 2013. No, na Ghana ye ni IMF. That is one. Ghana na ye share policy credibility as that is two. And I'm talking about 2016. Excuse me, 2013. Now, moving forward, 2014, 1 year after His Excellency John Dramani Mahama became president of Ghana, he said he can't. So he ran and handed our whole economy. There's a difference between policy credibility and going for balance of payment, like support and all those things that so many countries are turning to. When you lift your budget and give it to IMF, basically IMF is the one that drafts your budget, is the one that basically edits your budget. It's here and Kamahama person offer a teacher for 100,000. It sounds formula can mobile teachers and so much now until so be yare, ubi be leave, ubi be pension, and son woman we know yet your marshal. That is the state. It's a totally different thing. And now what is a Ghana IMF? What have you seen? Almost say public sector, no recruitment, there be. Have you seen CSC about my phone in Uncle Nephew, there be? Have you seen CSC there be? It's never like that. But 2013, that was the situation. So 2014, they went straight into what we call an IMF policy credibility. Okay, every year their target reduced under NDC Mahama from 13 out to 16. Every year biara GDP sote. The only thing that we're going high, inflation, unemployment, and those things, and the figures are there to prove for it. But to get more serious in, Mr. Fii Qwertey, who we are going to watch now, was trying to paint a picture, saying they left a golden carpet for Nana Akufo-Addo and the government, especially bringing in oil fields. So I also took my time to actually find out the oil fields, their states or the states they were in. And I said, "Kwanya na your oil fields in here and sana NDC for a free abenu enemy." Na mesrel say ode wadwene wakoma ene obi bia ebetai expose ho. Chairman Pacho Boni Uncle.
In this, we also talk about some of these issues as well. Now, we'll also be looking at some other personal issues with regards to this interview. Right, on Hot News, I've been joined in the studio by Honorable Fii Qwertey, who's I'll say he's the former Deputy Finance Minister, as well as former Member of Parliament for Ketu South constituency. Honorable, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on the program.
Thank you very much, and I'm happy to be here.
Right.
And, good evening to all your many viewers all over the world, and good evening to them all.
Right, thank you so much. Let's
Start
do
the page.
business now.
Uncle.
Honorable, you've been a former deputy minister. What would you say about the current economic situation? People are of the view that this is a clear mismanagement by this government. Government thinks otherwise. What's your view?
We are, I think we are at the lowest level we've ever been. I can remember when this nation has been in this crisis. I mean, this is terrible.
Right.
I do recall the difficulties before 1982. When you could call, it was a country then that was in a complete state of collapse. And that you could appreciate, because it was after several years of what I call military adventures, succeeding one after the other, having no regard to proper economic management. And by the time Liman took over, things really had reached rock bottom. And by 1981, we're talking about inflation that had hit as high as 120%. inflation. These were days when you can see we were not really like on the process of recovery. From 1982, when the PNDC took over, especially from 1984, this country had seen what you call continuous back-to-back successive years of positive growth. Right. And also a period that saw the reconstruction of our economy, the restoration of broken down infrastructure, restoration of what you call the export sector of our economy, an investment code that allowed for an injection of resources into various aspects of our economy. Right. All those culminated in what you call back-to-back growth of our economy. I wouldn't say we became paradise, but generally you could see that there's a country that was on it. You could also see
you sound in my why not sound in here too clear.
A lot of our young people were flocking out of our country, even into neighboring countries. So the reversals that the people wanted to come back because you could see a country that was coming back. Right. And so I would say really through the period of 1993 to the first different government that had challenges. But by and large, I mean, we've been able to hold together. What we are seeing now is absolute complete disaster. Complete disaster. I mean, and the typical example will be what is happening to our parents. Do you agree with mismanagement?
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no other way you can call it. Even though, of course, I mean, they continue to believe that as long as they can continue screaming COVID.
Because they've attributed it to domestic and global problems. Global problems such as COVID-19, Russia-Ukraine war. That's true. And domestic such as minorities' decision to frustrate government in parliament in refusing to approve the e-levy. And these points have been expressed succinctly by this government.
Unfortunately,
why would you agree? Why would you disagree with government on this?
Unfortunately, we're dealing with the people who don't even want to take responsibility.
Right.
Because you see what? We are not seeing this complete calamity happening in the countries around us. None of those countries has got their currency become virtually junk currency.
Right.
Let me give you a typical scenario. In the whole of the year 2010, the cedi depreciated by a maximum of 3%.
Right.
Maximum of the whole year.
Okay. You what would you be no say would you the papa from beginning now or say situation I woman. I know this is the worst in the history of Ghana. To the point, say, Okoya the 83 come, Mutie, 83 come, Abeyen chen so dear daho. Debi aya mammy and Nanumodeka 83 come, 83 no. Fii Qwertey politics in tea or Pesobedi General Secretary in tea. Why the tea sabi, a mind bow abam, aqua fast space ya beshe. Ebe kan kwasi abro for dia dada Ghana for Rollins inti wo abaifo bi te say mo Fii Qwertey nti Rollins ma ye ni na Rollins chain and that Rollins chain never disappear mutie o say sabre ya ye wo mu anu e den kurachi 83 asebe na mu tu sabe adankasa banche na mwedi. Some of you we grass. Because of these tuber things you people were eating. And now we can say we are Ghanaian. When the back will say, Okosan lion son edu no so say sebi omra meji aduane. And the restaurant ya wo pen na wo ko. Ete train no sika aduane ni po bi ni ho na wanya sika na de akoto. Ete train come na ba ye no sika no sabi aduane no po so wo sika na aduane no kura bi ni ho na wo de akoto. In 1990 man amode mom metal Rollins chain no. Ask your grandfathers and your grandmothers what Rollins chain means. These people can never be trusted. NDC will never and can never be trusted. This man is talking about economic hardships. Isn't that funny? This is a finance minister, okay, who after they were given 14.05% in 2011, 14.05% GDP growth in 2011, was not able to sustain it, drag it down to to where Mahama also came to drag it to 3.4. And they were betting now say Ekufuado Abain and the GDP with all the hardship, with all the things they come, they grow at what? 5.46. But on him say, on your platform we or betna so now can say ya the propaganda for now one there come and then me some come kwa prananka na do ewu enso na do a Bahama on me president onyame pengu na do and they will free so a Mahama on me president because o wa be di ekire wo ho the way ya muku atamere se ya ma Mahama be di president no se muku sabe his excellency na do so a sabe enyo opposition be di president ba omi na be di president entimunja jimie do na mo start for truth ni nyansa enkasa. This man is talking about an economic hardship, but isn't it funny? Under or not as finance minister, they could not create a fiscal space for the country to even recruit people. Young Franco for Jumemu Kekeno, under or no as deputy finance minister, yen to me and ye Juma and ye day, I'm a Ghana and Yeska, I'm Franco for Jumemu. At a point, I think he even became an education minister, and it was terrible. And that Fii Qwertey, the same person sitting here, Fii Qwertey, and the Webe Jinaho, our person what say, 2016, I remember Omuja was better. And I say, and the facts and figures and a bad day, a bad moment who do we at here. Chairman Drew, Fawebra, say, oh, unemployment, no, oh, Unia, let's move on. Say, oh, unemployment, na historical data, na Fabra. Now, yam for Fii Qwertey as a finance minister. One more time. Sika hi omutumi koji ye. And now say clearance hi omutumi de ma Ghana for. Emma Ghana for ba be ye den. Ebe benya adwuma ye. Because for the company or for the government to employ people, finance ministry must give a clearance. Say yes, o fan crofo we ya, ye betumi atu omuka. Fii Qwertey is trying to let us believe, say, everything was golden when they were in power. But the fact will prove otherwise. If you don't have the historical data of the unemployment, I have it, but I thought I sent it to you. If you don't have that, I believe, how do you call it? CD to dollar ratio. Yes. CD to dollar ratio, if you have, put that one to there. Let us expose him because he was the finance minister. Let us use these things to expose them. Can you imagine, Ashome? These people could not grow the economy. They could not give clearance for Ghanaians to get jobs to do. And no, the general secretary of NDC didn't know. What question the pink shirt? They said the Omudiniko Jina glass in Amsterdam. Every general said they. Why did the pink shirt? Said the Omudiniko Jina glass in Amsterdam. Said they. I remember we had to. Yet you were finance minister. You couldn't pay workers. You could not pay service providers of school feeding programs. Fii Qwertey should be the last person to talk about records. Fii Qwertey, because every ministry I didn't call you now, he failed. Education, he failed. I think at the point it was the education or the deputy to Babin. He failed. Health, he failed. Everywhere they reshuffled him to, he went and failed terribly. And they were shepherding cabinet now. I say, I'm not saying man the chance, non casa because a percent of so we will use the fact to whip them. Oh, CD to dollar now. Let's look because he was the finance minister. CD to dollar ratio, made the amount so many years ago. I don't know if you still have it. If you don't have it, let's move on. I could just do it with my brain. Yeah, because
I have to look for it.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Take your time. Intino, show me to say Fii Qwertey now. Show me. President Kufuor abra the dollar to CD ratio about 6.4. Under Fii Qwertey, and they call 10.4 or 10.6. And I'm a boy. And I said, I told force and net take when most of the ya Omu Peja CD to dollar equal to 18.0. And I'm a boy. So how do the same person today turn around and come to make it look say they left something better? And I say NPP was given a silver platter or gold pavement to walk on and they couldn't do anything. You guys came and got discovery of oil in quantity. The same oil this guy said. The chairman, video, no. Me and Twas, let's get more things from what they say. Oh, wait, okay. I don't know. Okay, fine.
2 weeks ago,
Yeah,
one day, the
when you
city
find
collapsed
rest
by
of the document,
almost close to 3%.
you should.
The whole depreciation that we saw for a period of 12 months in 2010, one day, just about a couple of weeks ago, the city collapsed by almost the same in one day. Okay. That should tell you the extent of what you call the collapse that we are seeing. And as for Ghanaians today to take as much as in the old currency 100,000 cedis to get $1, that should tell you the total chaos. Now, this is not happening in Sierra Leone, it's not happening in Gambia, it's not happening in Rwanda, it's not happening in Guinea, it's not happening in Nigeria, it's not happening in Kenya, it's not happening in Malawi, it's not happening in any other part of Africa. In the whole world, it's only Sri Lanka that is actually having where this crisis that happens. So that should tell you that this largely has to do with what it is that the managers of the economy have done. Because if it were international, then we should be seeing it happening all over. Like the vice president clearly said, it's not possible for international crisis to leave all those countries and come and attack on Ghana. It's not possible. So clearly, this is something that's a domestic. It is not to do with this man.
So,
Minyakra, like I say, kasa we chile minti sound no kra. It's not into no try not fix it no mind. Let's see how we can move on with something. All right.
open unemployment,
Yo, me patrol yo.
it doesn't show
Okay.
much.
Oh, it didn't show much. Well.
No, that's sure. I don't know.
Okay, maybe. Okay. Even this is up to 2020, but we no show you. How do you call it? MPP for rating, and no, that is not. Look at where we took it from to where we like had it from. No, that is not what I want. Thank you. Oh, Chairman, because like the GDP there, that's supposed to give you on the side, and it's supposed to give you the historical data in a row.
Oh, I do have that here. When they were, when I can.
It's only a GDP, right?
Yeah. Oh, when
Into what we
hold
couldn't
on.
find is the
Unemployment,
okay.
Unemployment.
Okay, unemployment. Now I have it. I have a new one, like the updated one, but unfortunately, no. I thought I had sent it. But anyways, let's get focused. Pachoko 2010. Let's start from 2010. Let's start from 2010. But Pacho Fii Qwertey record and a year boy. It's Munimuna. Namatagiomo. Wow, face said the air can hear wrong. So now the word the Abana, the Ababe disprove the air can. All right. 2010, Fii Qwertey and now Casa Wogidi. Now, or your deputy finance minister. Your GDP, Obiansheni the growth. First, 32.20. And at 2011, 39.34. GDP growth here, Chairman Drew, 14.05%.
That's right.
And I'm a 2016, NDC for free, so no GDP growth in there. Yeah, 3.37. And I'm a 80. Obimbisa Fii Qwertey, Mama say, says so one pass and now no, or yet the deputy finance minister. Now NDC, Sebi, Abine, grow Ghana. Economy was growing. Money was coming in. A ban is saying the 14 jow. Now it is so at about 3.37. Says so one pass they left the economy in their good hands, according to him. And now you know or say they left the economy when everything was good, everything was in good. And I wonder, how can everything be good when you are still under IMF conditionalities? How? When you are still under IMF conditionalities. And then in one of the PDFs, they actually admitted, say, and she say, yeah, World Bank, IMF, so they were not following it, and that was why everything was pascaring. Nyamane Pasca under NDC. Nyansani Ben Obeka Chira me say 3.37. Eye Kesia 6.51. Minti be that. Unless you belong to NDC. Unless you belong to NDC. 2016. NDC for free abemu. Now your total GDP nankasani sikano. That eye den. Eye 56.17. At the end of 2017. Yeah, about 60. At the end of 2018, yeah, about 67, yeah, the 7 billion more at the Cajon. 2019, 68 billion. 2020, 70 billion. 2021, coronavirus, one year, to me, yeah, bread, yeah, whole 3 years. Still, Nana Dodan Kwaku Fuado was able to grow the economy 77 billion, 0.59 billion. A growth rate of 5.36 into the 5.4 growth rate. 5.4 growth rate. So how does Fii Qwertey of all people come in to tell young Ghana for say Sebi they left a better economy for Sebi Ekufuado when in the MPP are buying? How does that even make sense? Does NDC people think say Obia Jimmy Foster and some normal can you ever find the trust I am quiet say nobody will go and research, nobody will find anything just say Monkan and Sana Monko. One day I was hearing the voice come here Kasa. Open to inside the one can deny the crap, but it's a lie. And it would take you to research for you to know. It would take you to research for you to know, because if your economy was growing at 56.17 billion, or if that was your total GDP, now send that 6 years down the line, yeah, to me, I'm a GDP now grow to 77.59%. Now we catch them and say, Sabio, your first come by MPP party office, your first come call NDC party office, your quantities come my ghost names Fonti are buying way more than then you have a mental problem. Now, there's a one Jini Ankasa, Jinino, and Yajuma 2020 Corona Mia Ubia. There is no what? No, actually three countries per end to me a day, any growth in 2020. The whole world, though, we are seeing financial in our 3 countries. And guess what? Ghana was part of that country with a 0.51% growth in 2020. When you ask NDC Fii Qwertey why they were not able to grow the economy, they would tell you was because of the collapse of the Chinese economy. Why would the Chinese economy become so? Because Chinese phone kwan and 2 minutes galam say ekwa bribe wo so ombre yeska. And until 2013 Chinese phobe to go Ghana say cho and say yensio and yensase. So when the Fii Qwertey kwasha pink. Kwasha pink, you can't no lipstick ye. Ye here and say sabi ye be pen wig dia sheniti otumi gina glass man ye. E red light. Na me eya na ha me. Chairman Drew, eya na ha me say. Dia wabo quote tiwa say journalist you say dia na nka wo expect say. Who quote ya one that when me and pampi ya o me kura e hu me dia nka wonim dia o ka no. Ono so ti ho. And at the papa can okay, all right, yeah, okay, what is your conjecture? What do you have? What type of question do you have to ask him? Men lie. Felix Apia lies. Chini Jonas lies. Sammy Jemfi lies. Everybody lies. Numbers, figures, they don't fucking lie. What is this? What is there? What is there? What is there? Into unless we are kwasiam penny and yansen utrim. And Abakachira me say a growth of 2.12 is better than a growth of 5.36. Unless you belong to NDC. Bo video no ni anto aso. Bo video no ni anto aso.
If you think that it has to do with mismanagement, then what do you think that this government is not doing right to make sure that we get ourselves out of this quagmire?
Let me tell you what the bottom line really is. And that came from, for example, a statement that I heard the president say just a couple of days ago. In the midst of this crisis, in the midst of this calamity that we see, the suffering, the hardship, I mean, the unbelievable levels of pain that people are going through in this country. A president who should show concern is concerned simply about one thing, the fact that his party is going to win. Right. That tells you where the trouble is coming from. The trouble is coming from simply a group who believes that power is just meant for nothing but just remaining in office. That's all. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how well it's
Personal. Let us take him. Hold on. There's a feedback, Chairman Drew. Good. Sure. Mati bibia some trick bia koso has is here, but when one say host no be say into wo hwa mistake here wa kan we nyina no edien tio edien na wo dwene say aban no eye no wrong a enu nti na ama we nyina aba. No solution. He instead doubled down to say with all the hardship, with all the teaching, the president is still a former finance minister. He is a former deputy finance minister. Fii Qwertey. Munimuna. Ono na dio say sebe. Oyer ne ya adwongo no. Ye bisa ne say e dia na Akufo-Addo aban ye wrong so on identifying chire so a adanko da de no afasa no awra ne ho no wase aba the bottom line your person can say o many more superior mo fa yemra chairman to aso.
trouble is coming from. The trouble is coming from simply a group who believes that power is just meant for nothing.
Oh, come on. What is this noise?
It doesn't matter what.
Chairman, sorry. Ebusuan for mo fan chen by your sound no. Sound na my yi. Sound no my problem kakra pa anti mo fan chen. I say yenye do 1 hour mark no kra ba sound no pese high. Sound no pese high say e talk us why say ye be fix your sound no. Ne nyame ya do ma wo chine wia ye kon sorry a.
Use every scheme, every strategy, every lies, every deception, every desperate means to remain in power. And as far as he's concerned, for a man who is almost approaching 18 years, who should be yearning to leave behind a legacy that the generations to come will remember. His concern is that despite all this trouble, the only thing that matters is keeping power. That should tell you where the problem comes from.
How has their appetite to stay in power culminated into the economic situation or difficulties we have found ourselves?
Now, let me just give you a typical scenario. You know, in the year 2020,
right,
this government took advantage of a crisis that was all over, the pandemic,
right,
to go and do what you call a total reckless in the history of our country. And that led to what you call deficit hitting almost 16%.
Right.
The highest in the history of our country. The last time we had anything close to that was the last time when they were in office. When in 2009, they left at the close of the year. Deficit that was about 15% cash basis.
Unfortunately, and you know, my name Semen Kwadia. Someone more abontinity there, but I no maintain I say too. I don't know how to put it, but I'm not getting the sound as I need the sound to do the job that I need to do. However, he made certain claims. Now, those claims, and an anchor miss me person to me de home but we will fix it. I promise you. We will fix it and we'll come back and do it. Chairman Drew, for first publication at all. Let's forget about the video for now. Let's use the publication to talk a bit about the oil fields. No, now okay, BB, and as I know, no put neka. What is the NDC for communicators? So I'm platform so. And ye jam oil field say, ye jam oil field me, ye jam oil field say. Now, question I mean, beside me, when they say oil fields, yeah, okay. Also, a year, Juma. All right. Ghana's second oil field raises hope. Economic rebound. Utie. Or say, Ghana's second oil field, which is the Jubilee, raises hope. Economic rebound. Which means, economically, Mahama and his administration accepted, say, Chairman, let's read small, No, he can't answer the question. That's from me. That is out there. That is why you are a smart woman. That is why I asked, say, do you see how he dodged the question? He couldn't answer the question because he's not there to give any solutions. He's not there to give any remedies. He's only there to tell Ghanaians, say, or man, why thing. Let Juman say, or man, why thing. As if say, Mahama, and I'm good. So. O man why thing as if say Mahama ono na wutu fi anopa wunya ne ya obi ewudo anama na esudo ano de ko feed webusia. You people couldn't even pay school feeding program Chairman Drew. School feeding program keke. School feeding program keke. Say ye shemu kinana service providers and when we anana man kola no kra ne yentiomoka. Ana mo wi fi. And then the same NDC Fii Qwertey I'm here to do nothing and nothing but to expose. Now, Ghanaian President John Dramani Mahama recently commissioned the country's second offshore oil field, the Cheneboa Enyira and Ntome 10, which means Cheneboa E and N. That makes it the 10 field. Estimated reserves are said to be around 240 million barrels of oil and associated with 60 million barrels of gas. Production in the 1 billion facility is expected to average 23,000 barrels per day in 2016. Eventually peaked to what? 80,000 BP, whatever that is. Now, Kosoro, the government is optimistic. Additional revenue from the facility will boost it. You have your chairman underline this way, mommy. Flagging economy. Flag it. Highlighting. Manakola, mommy. Flagging economy. The government is optimistic. Additional revenue from the facility will boost flagging. That's the next one. FLAGGING. Wow. Kosoro. Daddy. Akododo. Focus. I want everybody to look at this. This is John Dramani Mahama. Me patro, we as I can't say BBI a flag that. This thing has been flagged. I see anything. Chairman Blue, come inside. Let's talk now. Chairman Blue, so Mike. Okay. And your patro do no. But mama we yan yaduma. Mo amo hwe me no mo yan yaduma. See I can't say ya flag it. This thing has been flagged. Not just that there is a danger. There is an issue there. Enti John Dramani Mahama nankasa admission or say sabi or jitu say some facility we ya si dia kan hu we no ebetumi abema ye economy na aflag and as ye economy na ato etutwa pansam atoton tontom enye dia Fii Qwertey propaganda secretary na ebegina wa oka no waje ni ti say aman bo we begina wa order down no na fuse case 5 say ya no mo de da Ghana for because when you say Ghana need here, on kind of credit no the opponent say, hey, headline. Akokwa minikosia. Hey, akokwa minikosia. Messi sister. Besha na akokwa is no hobby. No ni hobby is so bad. Jinem na akokwa minikosia. Akokwa mini. That is why NDC would always get us. Or say, I'm sure that Ghana hydrocarbon prospects are very bright. I believe that the setback in the world oil market are temporary and that we will see a recovery sooner or later, said President John Dramani Mahama, not President Nana Akufo-Addo. Once the poster child of economic success in Africa, meaning Ghana, previously, Ghana yɛ economic success. President Kufuor na menwo papa obebu yentino. Na yɛ as a flag as a standard bearer or economic poster boy of Africa. Eno ne wahano. The West African economy is in crisis as its debt to GDP ratio is over 70%. Andrew, highlight that side too for me. Me found bomb a chikakra. They be almost going to say 70%. Me 70%. Mokai they be am be debt to GDP ratio. Mokai. And I'm about to say, and as I say, crowd a million last because you are in Kuto so why no kasa no. But as far back as 2016, and now me know what I say. Your GDP to they are saying 70 and 80 82. GDP to debt ratio ni Can somebody give me that information right now? Debt to GDP ratio. Being information, Mama Chairman Drew, meaning so be one. Right now, no, Chichamame, yo, na ya expose kakra. Debbie, where historical data, Debbie. But I could be debt to GDP ratio. I know not share, sabe, a car a day as opposed to sika yenya. A car a day as opposed to sika yenya. Historical data. Somebody find it for me. Obiso the actual flagging means becoming tired. Yo, yeah, that's it. Less dynamic or declining in strength. Yo, me that's it. Dim term, you will be patchome for a second to I know what good. I like it like this. Patchome Andrew. Who said Ghana for? NDC for. And now, say your debt to GDP ratio, do 80 something, do 76%. Your debt to GDP ratio, do say. Someone. As far back as 2016, now your debt to GDP ratio was over 70%. Now, let me tell you, just recently, 2021-2022, the debt to GDP ratio of Ghana was 76 or less. Samobekaya, mema moye 69 minus 55. Mokai, and you now 14. Mokai, and you de assuming po. We are research here do. Assuming say, them fan say impono. Ya papa Mahama. Ya oja hono. Na omo ya fan say 70 and 70 pepe. But we do almost see is over 70. But ya fan say not debt to GDP is over. Ya fan say 70 pepe. Now say after 6 years, Mahama became president for what? Less than 6 years. In terms of honor, the main candidate you call, there be about 2013 and was 2016. Intiano, a hawker crown and a person with the one for 2013 to 2016. Your GDP ratio in that short span was higher than somebody here who has more factories than you. Or man call out free education, or more uniform, or you're planting for food and jobs, or you're NAPCO, or you're all these things. And still the debt to GDP ratio is still hovering around 80-something%. You could clap for Akufo-Addo. This is what we need. Okay. 84.6. Okay, it's me pacho. 70. Your fund is na 72. To 72 free 84. Me pacho mama yes amas. Where's my takus? Takus no way. Gabriela, bring me your calculator. I think it's somewhere there. Bring it to me. Now we are Juma. Me pacho te 72 GDP to that ratio. No, T3 84.6 because now show me the abraya waha. T3 munaka ahiya da ho kire. Eben Kwame, I salute you to minia. Oh, moya nintem o mass for no mo hin. Bintem Joel. Moya nintem 12. Yo, 12. Yo, enti show. Musremo. Enti Akufo-Addo. Na membu abon na membo atitio, na membo basa, a membo chaka chaka, a membo terrible chaka, a membo funny face, a membo wedi swas nego yempe yate. A membo na yempe mbono. Obi say 11.4. Meboa. Nana to 4, unya 11.4. Mon fast half figure nenton change. Now fe momra. Mon science on 2 way film. T55. Every 72 mu unya he. Mon T55 in free 72 because now we are talking with the absolute figures. The real figures. Real figures. Inti yanko. Mesra mo mi ayan entem. Why? Mo mi ayan entem ni who the way I make catch them say Ghana for all we need Ghana. Read the letter. To bodie they already and one tiasia ma unua bi nkyerɛ mu nkyerɛ wo me think NDC we power bi o say ya nokra adwuma ye ne ye de kasa NDC say nya tribal no mo de be fama be da dankrofo bi a NDC to me we ni aba bia da Ghana normally. That is why they always want a way where they can thief. Yes, yan kochiro din Ghana fu nan kochiro mudin yan ka say MPP for kochiro mudin mo si ye be wiem say NDC Chirowdin, MPP Chirowdin, was the Eberium. Aden Eberium. Because ye Chrodin for fra. A quarren Safwan Abbey for almost free Togo, Lome, Wagadugu, Cote d'Ivoire, Edward Bajiaba, Debia Sedukatia, Abatu Bedua, now Oshedukrum, Elubo down by border, a Honomoano nam. So at yes, yeah, and I said, oh, yeah, and said to me, I didn't go for the Baby register on my betua by my NDC. See, I can't see the Ukrainian Yeduma and Yeduma. Now, not to 4. Eben said, please, I failed math. And yes, she. Now, not to 4, yeah, you know. It says, Cynthia, you read. Umpo, you read. Now, not to 4, yeah, no, Sunday, no, 55 now. Sabia Tamiris Dija Mahama, Emma the Beton, you know. Now do call 72, not free my 17. And to question me person me bisa say, Obi the 4 years, or increasing your debt to GDP ratio by 17%. Is somebody here? Obi Ebedi president. A cow boy within 4 years, no. A yes, 17% increase. Yambra Ekufuado. Papa na membo time. MPP abana enye correct. Abaya Jimmy for nye shimo de mo ye. Omo mo baya. Wuti free mo a wunya 11 per dia ye brother ne kan ye no. Na me bisa question no we nye NDC for dia. We no me bisa MPP for no mo ni political party. 17 and 11 dia he ne so. Mr. Remo. Critical thinking. Let's do it. Now, so me 17 and 11. Dia he and so. Mo kan kira yen. And this for mo nka ho. Menim say question we mu be faili. Ma ye bi da. Ma ye bi pen yo. Mo be san ya ye bi o. E bon no ma ye bi pen yo. Mo be san ya ye bi o. Ye hu mo. Is your office ho. Ye hu mo. Is your office ho. 47% yes mahama fanti mo de mo nka ho ye nim subaya mutim ya yes am nko kambo mu obeya nkwase amas mu wi amakoto nkwase anom e de akodi akoda yesre mo nyina nchen na wo mo de no kure kasa no e ba ye nkan ade no yo na so me say 17 emu odu e chen 11 na so me no ya adwene because me go school no me do 11 and san me do 17 enti I will give you Alewa. Mema, black and white tofino. They are not more than the omode esichire black and white. They are not buhu kakrewu. Meto bi abigu and they are not me the amount. Na muntia de ma mi koma. How in the name of God do you tell me say Obia increasing your debt within a span of 4 years? That is what I want you people to see. A span of 4 years, so we're increasing the Jesus Christ 17%. Now, Obia increasing debt, 11%. This is the difference between it. They are all increasing it by 11%, has more to show. Because and then, a coup for the bet to be John and say, or no, to do so, you hope where Tia Bell, no. A coup for the bet to make a say, or the same 1 district, 1 factory, about, or the IABB. Ekufado betumi aka say technical vocation and now why any free o tua ho ka bibi sika ni bi ne ade aye no. One year NDC for no one question sign krata agege your bank deposit ko di ye edime sika for me bi no de areho e ko sha konfu wo bo no ene ne mpatam no mesrem o and there says sika na nkasa 11% no kra no enu bi ne editi aye and then said the beya double track so betinti no ya expand the schools no expansion of schools all over. Expansion of schools all over. Prempe, Kumasi High, St. Monica's, Holy Child, St. Anglican, why, the infrastructure, koso. And this in our way, say 11% na ya bono to the GDP no, no who bia. Now only, adia ba ko ya na NDC for face some of us saying him they say. Sure. Ebra IMF ba ha no nanse ya no na so swam pa say your economy network say apan sam ne ade a me think free education betwam adentia time wa NDC for etoto ye man ne basa ma ne ye tantantan a sebe ade nanim gu ase no omo kwaje policy credibility no most of government programs wo ha ye kate most ye kate na me no minti bi da say aban otumi tuaka embo nya aban papa na embo di an time obi akwa demonstration every week no odo mo no ya aban papa esi wo Ghana nko a. All these things can only happen in Ghana. Talk about debt. Chama fatu obi o yanko. Now, okay, we na near one good. We are near the back on the swaba. The audio shows is here on the swaba. Good one. No, kosoro na yemwe. San kosoro. Okay. Baby. Okay, confirm. Okay, good. It's good. I say the World Bank estimated in 2005 that if we were as efficient in our deployment of our resources to build infrastructure, we would have been growing 1 full % on GDP more per year. So these are pointers to the fact that all is not well with our use of resources, said Joe Abbey, the executive director, Center for Policy Analysis. Chairman Drew, NDC for say, when you MP before the Troy, NDC for say, World Bank in 2005, that if we were as efficient, discipline, in the deployment of our resources, the build infrastructure, and can will be growing a full percentage on GDP per year. So these are Niyama. And this if one can say World Bank, Chairman, ubet me abem. And I still because I'm not the only person who understands this. Say Osha reading where I now. Does it now come to tell you say NDC were not following the proper use of our resources?
They never use it, bro.
They never use it properly because this is what IMF was saying. It is expected that the Cheneboa and the end role as a symbol of high-tech national development could boost the government fortunes ahead of presidential elections in December this year. PBI is about election to NDC. So they tried to do this all because of election. All in all, oil revenue could be the lifeline that, so again, Wankasa is the lifeline. See, could be. Internet say, Niyama, because me be evidence say, NDC for pencil, yeah, oil no. Fii Qwertey so mudi giant fields na enye adwuma. Tema refinery. Ye peda 3 weeks ni agu no. Me ye peda 3 weeks ni agu no. Aban we na atumi akofa strategic partner buy and there talk. Tema refinery asia ye ni ye bepie. Isn't that a fact? But Fii Qwertey was telling us, say, oh, we jama ya adwuma ma ye sika ma I am a video na atumi amwe bi. Come betin some phone papa we be na oka. Everybody go and look for it too. Now, Nyame Adumo, we play it like I always promise you guys. Yeah, you are there. Or say, to meet conditions, another one. All in all, oil revenue could be the lifeline that Ghana needs as it struggles to meet conditions set by a 3-year financing program with the International Monetary Fund. Chairman.
Chairman. Yes, sir.
Pacho Bonse Mami, why? What if you tell Mr. Bonse Mami no? Chairman, Mami, no me alone and read this idea with you. According to NDC, for Ghana, for BMB dream no NDC for the moment can no. According to Omono, they left us a strong economy. Mahama kan, the ministers aka, na appointees aka. Na shadie, IMF so kan ye. Oma Bama Mahama nankasa dia to mu say, the revenue could be the lifeline when they bet to me adentia because Ghana is struggling to meet conditions. Yeah, cause yeah, policy credibility for 3 years. 2014, and I'm a
yeah.
Into a sanka latest crowd 2017 January there. A sanka free. And I'm a
yeah, exactly.
But 2017 January, we were still there. And the reason why the World Bank and the difference between Saomo policy credibility facility and the Agenya Feni Yako those times no Utie. That time na Sebi NDC for a struggle to even make these things meet. No, it was the fact say you need your GDP, your macroeconomic indicators, your inflation, your unemployment, debt to GDP ratio. All these things, you need them to be solid before they let you out. And to be NDC for Kasama say, na sadia na nya dia adentina omo ba ye no omo embe twem no mo sign to us oboa yan to ahwe so. Mamo na adamo. Yan ko signed extension be the thing they say, what do ho akoshem? Yes, when you meet this standard, we let you go. But Mr. Mahama Nanka said no one somewhere more can hey. Yeah, part say Ghana, what? The life of Ghana needs as it struggles to meet conditions set by the 3-year financing program with the International Monetary Fund, which aims to lower, number one, Chairman, what name do you see? Inflation. Right.
Yes, again, exactly. Inflation, yeah.
We see budget deficit.
Yeah.
Entitio, Montumwasi. Yes, balance of payment. And I'm balance of payment where you money no problem. Balance of payment. Budget deficit. Okay, sir, Chairman Drew, me know we a program one. Yeah, for NDC for the budget, you're reading in us since 2012. And each of them they went for supplementary budget. Okay.
Yeah. I still have them.
Now it has been exposed here. Budget deficit.
Yes.
Meaning, yeah, just gonna say, yeah, you go sit down, Chairman Drew, you sit down, no. Now, be hard to your
no more packet.
Now, one more thing. The reason why NDC went for policy credibility was also so as well as stabilize the city. Chairman Drew Fatu also stabilize the city currency.
That's right. And I want yeah.
NDC ni begina say and a dollar no. No ko tie san kwase asam na ko to aban papa we gu a Ghana for you be suse kufu apensu bio. Wo mama da yen sa tetia pansam na wa ma wani anya den na sebe wo kponkpon na wo bon wa mbon den se nya me be ma okwan we tumi ato generator na ya ma light of power we tumi aya adwuma na we tumi atwe wo ma na wabusua na wo ko di sa kokko nende sa krodo so sanchole or man pele political party a friend NDC one na wo yo hu jimi for because in this same writing they're talking about inflation. Look at who is talking about inflation today. NDC. Inflation is there. Who is talking about inflation? NDC. A government that is not able to even budget deficit, you are not even able to even fix that. You rather come and blame the government, yeah, Sabi. And now it is a Ghana Jumanini Swa, and your condition of service, you, and your cola, and your living conditions, so, and a better living standards, so, and a better pay. They are no longer crying from 1 month, 3 months, 3 months, 3 years now. They are there. Sabi, a car now buying the Omanu Muntiomoka. Same with Makada. And this for there was no way they went on the world market or anywhere and got more than 1 billion. Yeah, mom. Because their credit was no good. Me didn't catch it. Oko bank now crediting. Yeah, mom. Bank will give you a loan based on your credit. Or credit you come, I don't know, and you come, I better be a bit me about credit. In April 2015, West Africa's second biggest economy signed 980 million aid program with IMF to tackle high public debt, rising inflation, and Chairman Drew. Last one, the Fabo Homame, highlight Mame, and why power outages, doom so. Then these people will come and tell us they solve doom so. Tell me what to do.
Oh, Charlie, I say more. And this is for there.
You went to IMF so you can be able to tackle these things. You can be able to tackle these things. Then you turn around and come around to tell me, say, you solved them so before going because you don't read. Krodo so party me can because G-bed nintino onya jenu adebedru because who say G-bed so G-ede mo ebia modano minim se uso se ebia wa G-bed enkanka kra se koye ekohye we woto side ho na eno do nsa hye musia na udua na wayi wani utumi dua afamu da Krodo so party nintino
are you speaking from experience
on the job. Oh yes. Krodo so party into the bia G na gu ye trim arian the bia ye bodue we ye trim the bia ya twetwa dwenti agene a sebe ye de be gene out of the box no ye ni bi every government finds ways to create extra revenues. Ghana is also back in the euro market after it raised 750 million at a yield. NDC, Ghana. Ghana, they raised $750 million at a yield of 9.25% on Thursday. In an auction that was more than 5 times oversubscribed. Yeah, Chairman Drew, where's the Shadia Mame? Masia can have say, yeah, can offer at 2017. Yeah, buy, you say, you to me, who knew IMF Jai, 2018, when we were going on the world bond, there were people that were willing to give us 3 billion, and we said we only want 1 billion.
Yeah,
can offer at 1 billion pay. People wanted to give us 3 billion. One said 1 billion crying this for you. So I will be
yeah. Oh yeah.
One said 1 billion crown. Banks were not willing to give them because 1 million crophobia with the idea more man no muntiaka. Meboa.
Yeah.
Meboa na. Yes, because the only
bill.
way the bank wouldn't give you things is because you are not number one paying what the banks has already given you. These are facts. Mutie. The aye can a fact. Chairman.
Yeah.
For last article, bra. Now you fancy your china see to me fix it. I'm kind of saying. Or china see to me fix it, you know. Now, yaye hu adwuma.
So you were
we the may use in the china. We may use in the china. For who's all day right up back could be by a tord no. Sika ya clear with them oil refinery. Sika ya clear ntiende amatem oil refinery e cost no. Eno na person ka de to. Yendu hu if you feel kakra na me into sorry so. 1:30 na bo. 1 hour 30 minutes na so. So I was saying now who showed their mechanics is here. We are in here no. Thank you. Ghana for Obi Anshe will be my end. NDC for so propaganda. My last slide I'm teaching you or try about to ask me the account. NDC for propaganda be at the down. Fii Qwertey can the anti ama mean to men fire because I'm a person who tears free and no who try muti. And the Fii Qwertey Montemora refined Rumugu no yeduma. Say what you say. Okay. You been you be man abebuaye, you been you be man abebuaye, been you be man abebuaye yenya. E kepudu so and anasa besebe. Eye den. E mene. Eye to eduma. Enuti date November 6, 2020, 12:22 p.m. And ye try the way. Ghana 1 billion of toll debt cleared, meaning 1 billion cedis of toll debt has been cleared by this administration, NPP, because 2020. A car NDC for Bogu ho. Nutina toll end to me operate, end to me to the workers, end to me ye jumano. NPP are buying by and Tema Oil Refinery. The Tumia clear says Kawi. Let's read it more. Or say the government has cleared a portion of the indebtedness of the Tema Oil Refinery as part of efforts to strengthen the refinery and make it more robust to deliver value to the state. The refinery said part of its debts amounting to $1.067 billion paid by the government in 2018, and that created fiscal space for the refinery engaged in more productive ventures. Into 2018, you free IMF and you started say in a statement copied to the Daily Graphic yesterday, the company said the current board of directors and management had also revamped the operational structures of the refinery, presided over its first turnaround maintenance since 2009. 2009. After how many years? 8 years. NDC couldn't do any maintenance on Tema Oil Refinery. And the go on in America, and ensured steady supply of crude oil for continuous processing. It is said the board and management had also ensured that the accounts of firm were audited for the first time since 2013. So since 2013, audited firm near who one year NDC 4 didn't even audit the company since 2013. Top board of directors is chaired by the paramount chief of the Talensi traditional area, Tongrana Kumbilison Namelimbintang, Mr. Mofancham, Tongrana Kublison Nole Bintang, Mr. Mo, Mamunia Mofancham, Talensi for Michiamuni Sabri. Monamoma, this is for Bro, yeah, no Talensi. Union consent. The statement, which was signed by TOS Corporate and Public Relations Manager Dr. Kingsley and Siako, was in reaction to allegations by the Union of the Refinery that the current board of directors was ineffective and must therefore be replaced. The workers of TOR had staged a protest on the company's premises in Tema on Wednesday, during which then they pleaded with President Nanado to dissolve the board within a week to save the refinery from further deterioration. One more no money NDC Juma free tete. One more to one Juma free tete no. One with the soon Aquache Ekufuad say, Papa, what the Yakasa would enti ya pacho. 1 year away, one more guyen enti Sanamaye. According to Tor, the statement was misleading. Young Koso, you read some correct part via a person from me. You me when we are near sorry so. Okay. Yanko. Status before 2017. Yanko so. Or say the statement explained that the current board and management took the challenge institutions but succeeded in reversing its status through hard something and strategy policy direction. It's recalled that in 2017, when when the board took office, Tor had outstanding debt of around $345 million and about 105 billion Ghana cedis owed to third-party traders and financial institutions. Okay. The statutory liabilities owed the Ghana Revenue Authority and the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SNET, as well as the utility companies and others amounted to about 84.4 million Ghana cedis. In addition, about 11.8 million staff-related liabilities were outstanding. Staff one year to your monka 11.8 million. The pato date ben about December 31st, 2016. Pato Sata one and
2016. John Conform Mahama.
One and the party in government, NDC, and
NDC and John Malam Conform Mahama. Yes.
And Mr. Bubejana, we babe catcher was saying, ya. Na Bema. Ghana for year mobile achievements need to be pre. May fancy a chairman Drew. Yeah, 1 hour 36 minutes. Me fancy a Onyame Adumochina. Your best science what was on a year no Crena Bremo. Now you try
I know what date to be ana.
Oh, me said that need date to be as Abase. How do you call it? Who say video no nanka ya day everybody to man acquire sent me and Pepaya. You bet me a fix it video ni ye na fi or China and see a bar. Near Baba Fire, China, we wait and go for sorry bar. Or China have fun and say by this is indeed topic. Well, dear, you buy
these are indeed fact one thing and this you don't want to hear or no.
Oh yes, of course. They never want to hear this. They never want to hear this, but or China Yapon will be a quite sorry for at least a brutal sorry there by one and we are there. Now Omomokwano Panaba. Or China 1:30 near late, then we bring in the rest of the guys on board as well. No so Omrambe Fife Hokakrana Yehuhawa. Thanks for panning. Thank you so much for doing this. Also, they are indeed these are indeed facts. Fact one thing that NDC don't want to hear or know. Yes, I know Krenona Chamandu can you know. Ntia muni na ase mo amoje bre e de be hwe ye na mo fa ye Fii Qwertey oboa ontumi ndwane ene prepare ma o se ewi na hye fita na hye mi prepare na ma prepare ma no ba na maintain sem no ne nsem hunu na no kan na maintain yi na me se chairman do be fix it na o chena ye hia ye tunu adi hujuma ama na ye kama me da muni na ase se na mo de be hwe me asobone ye si ene boni yifra anoboni ye katum one year doing your wife in a bonnet, damn bonny every free in common. One pay and say yes, say one pay you muja, one muja, one pay your number, one them. Oh, you sure I'm a share game with the money as a chairman room, that's why. Yami Shroud.
Sir, no problem.
Thank you so much. Bye bye, guys. I love you
tomorrow.
We are can beat us in unleashing violence. But I just want to sound a caution that NDC has revolutionary roots, and that when it comes to unleashing violence, nobody can beat us in unleashing violence. Hospital in every district so that people didn't have to travel more than a certain distance to reach a good health facility. I think this is the way to go, and we must persist. It also created jobs in all the infrastructure. You don't need a district hospital in every district.
There's of corruption.
What about you, Mr. President? Have you been offered a bribe before?
You mean as president?
As John Mahama?
As a human being?
As a person?
Any human being in the world would have encountered.
Some material, we have some say, I bring you what you bribe that. Also, as a president, as a human being, no, as a man, as a tamo to the mind. Simple question. I bring you, have you taken a bribe before? No. As a human being. Now, you plan all your interview. One not punching a interview. When you are punching the internet, besides say, who want the bribe without say, as a human being, and just a whole corner of them for number.
And no, my, and who was one to say, and Yabetwasu, eh? Yabecum, yes, yes, hey, to protect democracy. I am repeating it.
No,
to protect democracy, I mean it. To protect democracy.
No, because they're all yellow. To what say?
To protect democracy, yes. It is not wrong.
No,
Constitution
no, I will not condone this.
Then you are not condoning democracy
on my platform.
Then you are not condoning democracy.
No,
but you didn't say it. I said it.
No.
But
it's quite unfortunate. I have a lot. I mean, it has come to me as a surprise, honestly, hearing this from you. Say,
we have spent a hell of money on this party for people just to assume power and disrespect party people so that they become so. We are not going to allow that. Party for sacrifice. Party for mapa. Said Tigumu. Juma. Nano, a Juma Bakra, you going to give it to your girlfriends, your what. Hey, Hanya.
Europe, China, America, India, everybody is working and the Ghanaian is praying. It is 7 a.m. in the morning. Is this got anything to do with the government? What are the farmers? What are the fishermen? What are the administrators? All them all. Who should transport the things to the market? We are sick. And if you have any problem to solve, this is the problem of the country. Yeah. Thank you.
This is the country part 5 from the Mamono. We are meeting with Simudi and Jimmy for more Monia must face the country. Yet to my women and nursing training for year school. I'm not to 4 good years. Young post to a Momunia Dumania. Nana Kufa the Dankan and the Mahmoud Baumia and about. This is the country part 5 from the Mamono. We are meeting with Simudi and Jimmy for more Monia must face the country. Yet to my women and nursing training for year school. I'm not to 4 good years. Young post to a Momunia Dumania. Nana Kufa the Dankan and the Mahmoud Baumia and a baby postum cry no Muno Muchok money. Want to me answer Yanko face the country, Kwasiapa. yet to man we ana nursing training allowance ni teacher training allowance ni betwitwa omo kakra no anka president mpunka de omo ka oba na osi metwem because we ain't you be president we odwanfunu president want me answer anka face the country kwase akwa yet o man we mu na do mama ni nua Ibrahim mama we used to 43 checks e declare nyoma water report ni nyina ba nso ye want me answer anka kan transfer face the country Airbus collect official one UK front paper na do mama na boss we di 5 million want me answer we di $5 million want me answer anka kan transfer face the country me boa yet o man we mu under John Dramani mama yet na do so mu 3 to 4 years amanfo nyuma gu amanfo nyuma say ye want me answer am kan transfer face the country and na dey na asase na ba be kan face the country fix you 3 so no wa pampa
Pure water.
Salis ice.
Yeah, Salis ice aba.
Krache, unsu ni yakama.
Boy, kana tena wewe.
Salis ice. Ensu penny. Salis ice. Taste of purity. Bema, betoni ni na enko. Ghana mine. Semu pensu ya su e dodo afoma. Na ma wa hoten a eno ane Salis ice. Salis ice. Taste of purity.
Sally's Ice is located at
then added to obey a Tobemo University. A Bemo she would die. Nyansa Bene what to it's a bomb class bomb.